Hello everyone, I'm Geek Freak and welcome to the video. The other day I was thinking, what would happen if Goku or Vegeta had their tails while they had their Super Saiyan God forms? And that inspired me to make this video. And not only that, it also got me thinking, what exactly is Super Saiyan 4? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to be talking about the Super Saiyan 4 form, the Super Saiyan God form, the tail, the golden forms, and the ape and the golden ape. But the main focus is going to be about the Saiyan tail. So all that's said and done, let's resume. Now, as we all know, Saiyans with tails, who looks up at the moon or looks at Blotzways, can transform into an Ozaru or a Great Ape. And not only that, this transformation can also give a 10 times power boost. And also, if you're not properly trained in this form, you will lose your sense of self and become more animal-like. And you would sort of lose your sense of self. But if you're trained in this form, or if you snap out of it, you can take full advantage of the 10 times multiplier that this form gives you while you're in control. And also, I just want to point something out. Throughout Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, there has been no Saiyan that was able to keep his tail and go Super Saiyan. And I don't mean, oh, they can't go Super Saiyan because I've got the tail. All I'm saying is, in Dragon Ball Z, and in Dragon Ball Super, there has been no Saiyan that had a tail and could go Super Saiyan 1, 2, or 3, or any of the other golden forms, like 2nd grade, 3rd grade, you get. But in GT, when Goku had his tail and went Super Saiyan 3, and Goku looked up at the Earth, which was a surrogate moon, Goku transformed into the Golden Great Ape. And during the time when I was watching Dragon Ball GT, I was thinking, hold on, why is Goku transforming into a Golden Great Ape instead of the regular normal brown furred ape? And on Wikipedia I saw this, and apparently this state is obtained by Saiyans who have a tail along with the ability to become a Super Saiyan. And then when Goku came to his senses, Goku transformed into Super Saiyan 4, and it was stated by Old Kai that this form was a Super Saiyan 4. And even though it doesn't have an official multiplier, some people have been saying that this form is a 4,000 times multiplier. And for a while I didn't understand why and how it could be a 4,000 times multiplier. And then I realised something. Goku was able to go Super Saiyan 3, and the Great Ape form gives Saiyans a 10 times multiplier. And so, if you used to have 400 times 10, you would get 4,000. I think maybe that's why some people say that Super Saiyan 4, or supposedly this is Super Saiyan 4, is a 4,000 times multiplier, because this form puts 10 times on top of the Super Saiyan 3 form. But the only problem with that is this. Vegeta could only go Super Saiyan 2nd grade and possibly maybe 3rd grade, and he can also go Super Saiyan 2. However, even though he didn't manage to go Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta went straight to Super Saiyan 4 thanks to Bulma's Blotzways machine. And again, I want to go back to this. It says a Saiyan who has a tail alongside the ability to go Super Saiyan is able to go into the Golden Ozaru form. But it doesn't say which form. Well, I mean, technically it says, oh, if you can become a Super Saiyan, that's it. So, Goku had Super Saiyan 3 and Vegeta had Super Saiyan 2 in GT. And so, this got me thinking, if Goku was to go Super Saiyan 3 and he had a tail and looked at the moon and became an Ozaru, on top of Goku's ability to go Super Saiyan 3, the Golden Ozaru gives Goku a times 10 multiplier, which also gives him a 4,000 times multiplier. And if he was to control it, he would become a Super Saiyan 4. However, when we look at Vegeta, Vegeta only had Super Saiyan 2. And if Vegeta could go Super Saiyan 2 and he had a tail and looked at the moon and transformed into the Golden Ozaru, the Golden Ozaru would give Vegeta a 10 times multiplier, which would give him a 1,000 times multiplier. He transforms into a Super Saiyan 4. And there's other things that got me thinking as well. Let's just say, for example, Goku and Vegeta could only go Super Saiyan 1, and they had both their tails, and they both looked at the moon, and they transformed into Golden Ozarus, and they only had Super Saiyan 1, and the Golden Ozaru form gave Goku and Vegeta a 10 times multiplier. Would that mean that the Golden Ozaru form would give Goku and Vegeta a 10 times multiplier, and the Ozaru would be around 500 times more powerful, and then they would go Super Saiyan 4. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm not calling this form a Super Saiyan 4. I'm going to call this form a special form. In fact, I'm going to rename this form. I'm going to call this form Peak Super Saiyan. I have my reasons for calling it this name, but you'll see why in a bit. Now, I want to go through all the golden forms, minus legendary, that Goku and Vegeta can and might do. Now, you have their base forms, and then there's False Super Saiyan, which was in the Lord Slug movie. And even though it's not canon, I like to put it in it because, I don't know, it just seems a bit cool. I like to think of this form as an halfway transformation. Like, Goku was halfway to become a Super Saiyan, but it stopped because Lord Slug took Goku by surprise. And Goku didn't go all the way, and you guys know. Anyways, there's Full Power Super Saiyan 1, there's Second Grade Super Saiyan, which is a grade up from normal Super Saiyan, and then there's Third Grade Super Saiyan, which is a second amped up version of Super Saiyan 1, and then we get Super Saiyan 2 with the sparks. And I would like to bring up something. Super Saiyan 1 was able to have a second grade and a third grade, but why didn't Super Saiyan 2 have a second grade or a third grade? And this was because Akira Toriyama thought Super Saiyan 3 was Super Saiyan 2 because, well, he forgot. And I can assume that it didn't occur to him for Super Saiyan 2 to have other grades. Well, to be honest, I actually think that Super Saiyan 2 should have its own grades, same as Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 2 can have its own grade and its third grade, and then it goes into Super Saiyan 3. And instead of going into Super Saiyan 4 or Peak Super Saiyan 3 has its own grades. Super Saiyan 3 Grade 1, Super Saiyan 3 Grade 2, and then it goes on to Super Saiyan 4. And I'm not talking about Peak Super Saiyan, I'm talking about a gold form that is Super Saiyan 4. And then we could have a Super Saiyan 4 Grade 1 and Grade 2, and then Super Saiyan 5, and then Super Saiyan 5 Grade 1 and 2, and so on and so forth and beyond. I mean, there could be loads of golden forms, or maybe there's a limit of how many golden forms there are. Like, the maximum limit of a Super Saiyan can go Super Saiyan 10 or maybe Super Saiyan 20. The golden forms could have a limit, or the golden forms can have unlimited transformations. Look at this chart, for example. You have Super Saiyan 1, which is a 50 times multiplier, and then there's Super Saiyan 2, which is a 100 times multiplier. And for some reason, Super Saiyan 3 is a 400 times multiplier. And then, this got me thinking, if Super Saiyan 2 is a double of Super Saiyan 1, and I thought to myself, why not have Super Saiyan 4, the new golden form, be a double of Super Saiyan 3? Just like what Super Saiyan 2 did to Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2 is a double of Super Saiyan 1, and the new Super Saiyan 4 form could be a double of Super Saiyan 3, which is 800. And then we have Super Saiyan 5, which is a 1100 times multiplier. And then Super Saiyan 6 could be a double of Super Saiyan 5. You guys get it. You guys know what I'm doing here. It's a theme I'm doing here. And also, between these forms, there's grades. There's grade 1 to grade 2 between each of the forms. And like I said, there could be even more Super Saiyan forms beyond that. So let's just say, for example, Goku went Super Saiyan 6, which is a 2200 multiplier. And Goku also had his tail, and then he transformed into the Golden Zoro form, which puts a 10 times multiplier on top of Goku's Super Saiyan 6 form, and then he transformed into this Peak Super Saiyan form. Goku's multiplier for this form would be 22,000 times stronger. It solely depends on the transformations Goku has achieved. And like I said before, if Goku only had Super Saiyan 1 and he went to Zoro and he transformed into this Peak Super Saiyan form, he would only get a 500 times multiplier. And if Goku managed to go Super Saiyan 2, the Peak Super Saiyan form would have a 1000 times multiplier. And if Goku had his tail and he went Super Saiyan 3, he would have a 4000 times multiplier, and so on and so on. You guys know what I'm trying to say here. So let's just say, for example, Goku could only go Super Saiyan 2 and hasn't discovered Super Saiyan 3 yet, and Goku went to his Peak Super Saiyan form, he would only get a 1000 times multiplier on this form. And when Goku achieves Super Saiyan 3, this form would be a 4000 times multiplier because of the 10 times multiplier that the Golden Great Ape gives. And if he achieves a Super Saiyan 4 or a Super Saiyan 5, you guys know what I'm trying to say here. This form will always give a 10 times multiplier on top of the Super Saiyan form that Goku has achieved. So really, yeah, this is a very, very powerful form. And so, the more golden forms Goku achieves or reaches, the more powerful this form gets. And like I said, there could be loads of golden forms. And every golden form that Goku achieves, or Vegeta achieves, the Golden Great Ape form puts a 10 times multiplier on top of that, and then becomes Peak Super Saiyan, timesing the golden form by 10. Well, depending on the golden form that the Saiyans achieve. And to be honest, I actually think that they should bring back Super Saiyan 4 or Peak Super Saiyan into the main canon of Dragon Ball. Because hey, if Akira Toriyama can bring in Broly as canon, then why not Super Saiyan 4? Well, Peak Super Saiyan. And I really hope Akira Toriyama can use this idea. However, I'm not done yet with this idea. This also gave me an idea. What would happen if a Saiyan had a tail with the Super Saiyan forms with the Super Saiyan God forms? Now, as we all know, that this is a Super Saiyan God, and this blue form is called a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue. And, like Goku said, this form is when you put a Super Saiyan on top of a Super Saiyan God. And we also have this form, Evolution Blue. And if you ask me, I think Evolution Blue kind of looks like a second grade Super Saiyan. Okay, here's what I'm trying to get at. I have this theory that you can put any Super Saiyan form on top of a Super Saiyan God, but only if you master all the golden forms. And the reason why Goku could go Super Saiyan Blue is because he and Vegeta fully mastered Super Saiyan 1. And if you was to compare Vegeta's second grade Super Saiyan to his Evolution Blue form, they look very, very similar. So we can all assume that Evolution Blue is when you put Evolution Blue on top of a Super Saiyan God. And this got me thinking, I wonder if they could do this with the other Super Saiyan golden forms. If they could completely master all their golden forms, from Super Saiyan to grade 2 to grade 3, Super Saiyan 2 to grade 1 to grade 2, and Super Saiyan 3, etc, etc. You guys know where I'm going with this. And also, while I was thinking of this, if this is the case of the God forms, then this will give Vegeta a reason to go Super Saiyan 3. Because, as we all know, Goku can go Super Saiyan 1, grade 2, and he can go Super Saiyan 2, and he can go Super Saiyan 3. And if he can master all of his golden forms, Goku will be able to go Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 3. And if Vegeta wants to catch up with Goku, he will have to learn how to go Super Saiyan 3. So yes, this will give Vegeta a reason to go Super Saiyan 3. He will have to master Super Saiyan 3 in order to go Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 3 and above. So yeah, that'll be awesome. Now, I want to do a little bit of a summary before I continue. Now, we know Saiyans can go into their golden forms, which is Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2, etc. So you guys know what I'm trying to say. And also, there's the theory of the Super Saiyan God form and the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms, where if they master their Super Saiyan forms, they can achieve Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, you guys know what I'm trying to say here. Like I said, this is just a theory, not actual facts. Considering we've seen Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan and Vegeta's blue evolution form that kind of looks like a second grade Super Saiyan, and like I said previously, if Goku had a tail and went Super Saiyan 1, and he looked at the moon and he transformed into the Golden Zoru, he would transform into Super Saiyan 4 or Peak Super Saiyan, which would give him a 500 times multiplier. And it would be the same with Super Saiyan 2, except it would be a 1000 times multiplier. And Super Saiyan 3 would give him a 4000 times multiplier, and so on and so on. And now, I just want to give a little bit of a reminder of how powerful Super Saiyan God is. Now, it's been stated by Goku that not even Fusion is able to defeat Beerus when Goku fought Beerus the first time. So, we can all assume that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta or Gogeta wouldn't be able to defeat Beerus. But a Super Saiyan God was able to go on par with Beerus, even though Beerus was holding back most of his power. But, just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to put Super Saiyan God on par with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, just to simplify things. And now, to get back to the theory, if a Super Saiyan God had a tail. Now let's just say, for example, that Goku or Vegeta was able to go through all these theoretical God transformations, alongside with a Saiyan tail. What exactly would happen if Goku and Vegeta had a tail and they looked up at the moon while in their God forms? Would they transform into a red ape if they only had the red form? Or if they only had Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan along with the tail and they looked up at the moon, or they transform into a blue ape? Or if Vegeta had a tail and he was in his Evolution Blue form or second grade Super Saiyan God, and he had a tail and he looked at the moon and he transformed into an ape, would the ape be a much more darker blue? And it could also be the same with the other Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms. Maybe the other Super Saiyan God forms might have different colours. We've had red, blue, darker blue. I mean, who knows what the ape would look like? I mean, for now, for Goku and Vegeta, Goku is only able to go Super Saiyan God, and Vegeta is able to go Evolution Blue or second grade Super Saiyan God. So maybe Goku might have like the colour of the Super Saiyan God form for the Great Ape, and the same thing could be said for Vegeta. When he transforms into a Great Ape, his Great Ape would be the same colour as his evolution blue form. And even if Goku and Vegeta was to go Super Saiyan 2 God, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 2, or whatever, or 3 or 4, you guys what I'm saying. And then when they finally get control of their God Ape forms, they actually might be able to have a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan form equivalency of the Super Saiyan 4 or peak Super Saiyan. Hell, who knows, maybe it might look something like this. Okay, this is a picture I found on the internet. I mean, it's not literally this form. I'm just using this picture as an example. I mean, would it be the same when Goku went Super Saiyan 4 in GT, but instead he's in his God forms? He transforms into an ape, either red or blue or whatever, and when he gains control, would he be able to transform into the equivalency of the Super Saiyan 4 that we saw in GT? I mean, if Goku had Super Saiyan God and he had his tail and he looked up at the moon and transformed into an ape, would he look something like this? Okay, this is obviously Super Saiyan 4 with a red aura, but I'm just using this picture as an example. And also, the multiplier would be the same as before. It would be a 10 times multiplier. It would also be the same if Goku went into his Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan form, and he had a tail, and he looked up at the moon, and he transformed into a ape, and when he gained control of it, it would look something like this. Okay, not exactly like this, because we don't know exactly how he would look. I mean, this is all speculation. If this is just a theory. And if this theory is correct, we might actually have a Super Saiyan God 4 equivalency of the Super Saiyan 4 that we saw in GT. And again, this form isn't technically a Super Saiyan 4 form. It's more of a peak Super Saiyan form that puts 10 times the multiplier of what Goku and Vegeta has achieved. And like I said, they could be Super Saiyan 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're all in golden forms. And also, if they was to master all of these forms, like Super Saiyan 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and whatever, and they mix their God forms with their Super Saiyan forms, like 3, 4, 5, 6, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Would they be able to become Super Saiyan God 4, 5, 6? And then, while in their God forms and they looked at the moon, while they have their tails, would we get a God equivalency of Super Saiyan 4 from GT? Because if you ask me, I don't see why not. Because we've never actually seen a Super Saiyan God with a tail. What do you guys think? Do you think that if Goku was to have a tail and also have his God forms, do you think he'd be able to go God Azoru and then transform into the equivalency of a Super Saiyan 4 from GT or Peak Super Saiyan? In fact, I think I should call this form Peak God Super Saiyan. I mean, hell, for all I know, this form can actually give 100 times multiplier. Who knows? Like I said, this is just a theory, and I really want to know what you guys think. What would happen if Goku and Vegeta had their tails and they was in their God forms and they looked at the moon? Would they transform into a God Great Ape and then transform into a Super Saiyan God equivalency of Super Saiyan 4 from GT? What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you think this is possible? Do you think we can get ourselves a Super Saiyan 4 equivalency of Super Saiyan 4 from GT? Let's get this discussion going. What would happen if a Super Saiyan God had a tail and looked at the moon? Well, that's it for me, guys. Do you think there are more Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms out there? Do you think there are more golden forms out there? Would you like to see Super Saiyan 4 as canon? Do you think Goku and Vegeta should have their tails back? Would you guys like to see Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in the main canon? I'm Geek Freak. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching, and if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, I'm on minds.com, Twitch, Dailymotion, and Hatron, Reddit, BitChute, aka the new YouTube, DeviantArt, Discord, VidMe, Gab, Twitter, Tumblr, Patreon, GoFundMe, PayPal, and my other social medias are down there in the description box below, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And please go and check out my new skeptic channel, Gypsy Freak. It's also down there in the description box below. Peace out.